Very good morning to Mr. Nanta. I'm Mo Sim Jie, and today I'll be presenting on the research title of the influence of sustainability practices on consumer purchase intention toward fashion brands among Malaysian youth. So let's begin with the background of this study. So the fashion industry is one of the largest industry in the world, and it is also the contributor to the environmental pollution. So in response, many fashion brands have adopted sustainability practices to solve this problem. For example, having the eco-friendly materials, ethical sourcing, and also the recycling programs. At the same time, the Malaysian youth are increasingly aware of the sustainability, but there are still the fast fashion remains popular. And this related to the problem statement of this study, which is, despite the growing sustainability initiative made by the fashion brands, there are still many consumers continue to purchase the fast fashion product. This is because of their perception to the price of the products. They feel like the sustainable fashion cost them higher price, and the fast fashion make them convenience and offer a more affordable price. And this research is related to the theory of planned behavior, which explains that consumers' attitudes and perception will influence their purchase intention, which means that if consumers have a positive attitude toward a fashion brand, they will probably buy something from the brands. So the conceptual frameworks propose that four independent variables that can be influence the consumer purchase intention, which is the first one, perceived brand responsibility. This refers to how the consumers perception to the brand commitment to the environment. So if they feel like the brands care about the environment, they will support the brand. While the second one is value awareness. This refers to how the consumer understanding on the benefits provided by the brands. While the economic conditions means that the consumers' purchasing power and also their financial situation will affect their purchase behavior. While the social influence refers to the influence by the influencer, friends, families, and also social media. And this research is using the quantitative research design among 100 of the Malaysian youth. And the data is collected through the Google Forms using 5-point Likert scales, and we spread the questionnaires through online. Like now, let's look into the findings. So the respondents' profile shows that 72% of the respondents are female and 28% of the respondents are male, and their age is mostly between 18 to 25. This shows that this age group and also female respondents are most interested in our topic. And also, the money income is mostly below the 2,000 ringgit. This is because that most of them are still the students. So after doing the reliability analysis and also the hypothesis testing, that shows that value awareness, economic condition, and also the social influence are the three factors that have significant influence with the consumer purchase intention. And among these factors, economic condition has the strongest relationship with the consumer purchase intention. It shows that the price of the products and also the consumer's purchasing power remain the major consideration when they purchase a product. And interestingly, the perceived brand responsibility has like the weak relationship with the consumer purchase intention. So this is because that this might due to although consumers appreciate the brand's commitment to the environment, but they are still not enough to make them purchase with the brand. This might due to maybe the economic condition and also the social influence. So after looking at the result, there are some recommendations I would like to provide to the fashion brands, which is fashion brand can offer affordable, sustainable clothing to the consumers, because most of them is consider the economic condition when they purchase something. And next is improve product value and also have a communication on their quality and also durability. Because consumer like us, when we want to purchase something, we want to know that what benefits I can get. Therefore, it's very important for the brands to communicate the value with their consumers. While the third one is the fashion brands can collaborate with influencers and make a greater use of the social media. This is because young consumers are more active on social media, they access information from social media. Therefore, if the brands share their information and do campaigns on social media, they will attract the young consumers and also increase their purchase intention. So in conclusion, by understanding the factors that will affect the consumer purchase intention towards the sustainable fashion brands, it helps the fashion companies to make a better marketing strategies and also encouraging the more sustainable consumer behavior. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So let's start from your topic. So your topic is very good because it's related. Your topic you have narrowed down to youth, Malaysian youth, and then your age gap also where you collect the data is within the youth gap, which is correctly done. All right. And then so your theoretical framework you use TPB, all right, which is in line with this. So I have this one question. So since what do you call that, perceived brand responsibility is not supported, so how can you, if you were given another chance of doing this research, okay, using the same what do you call that, IV and TV, how would you do this better?
I might add one moderator inside.
Okay.
For example, like environmental awareness. So I can test whether people with environmental awareness, it can affect their perceived brand relationship between the perceived brand responsibility and the consumer purchase intention.
Okay, all right. And what do you call it? So since you use convenience, also why do you use convenience sampling?
Because it is really convenient for us to collect the data. We don't need to interview one by one, and we can spread out the message through the social media, which is also aligned with the behavior of the young consumers.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.